it's recording. Whatever. The video is more for us.
Alright.
Me. Okay, we do need to do a sound check again because the first one was bad. Alright, Jess, what's your name?
Jessica.
Cool.
Reed.
Steph.
Steph.
And I'm John.
John.
Okay. Alright, Jess, what's your name?
Jess forgot her name for a minute though.
Jessica.
Cool. Reed. Steph.
Steph.
And I'm. Okay. Cool. And then one more, and then we're gonna get started.
They have a black foam out in the garage we could put up on the walls to get some sand dampening.
That, yeah, I know, because it sounds super airy because we're in such an open space.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Last
Apex will
one.
just go.
Yeah, we might start doing it at the shop if we keep doing it. Okay, and hi, Jess.
Hi.
Okay, Reed.
Reed.
Steph.
Yeah.
Okay, and stopping. And here we go. Hi, Jess.
Hi.
Okay, Reed. Steph.
Yeah.
Okay, and stopping.
Reed, you sound like you're so far away.
I do.
You sound like you're down a hallway.
I am.
Yeah, there's a lot of reverb just in the open air.
That's fine.
Okay,
I think it'll be okay.
and we are recording.
Awesome.
Okay.
Can you do an intro?
Yeah, I guess our intro is we've got 4 people sitting here. We've got
Jessica.
Reed.
Stephanie.
and John. We decided that we would try an experimental podcast. We talked about some subject matter that we would go over in discussion. So we've got our drinks. Steph's got water and some moonshine. Reed's got some moonshine. Stephanie's got a not sponsored Rockstar, and John with moonshine. So I guess it's that kind of night. Anyway, yeah, the idea here would be that it would just be a couple of us talking about our subject matter as far as what was interesting. We've all got the same subject matter this time. We may diversify at a later point where we all bring something to the table that's just going on in our lives that we would talk about. And it may not be the same people each time, but this is, again, the test episode. Yeah, so the subject matter that we were going to talk about this time was organizing getting food with multiple parties, our top 3 places and why, and if we have time in our recording, we figured about an hour long, top 3 places we would not go to and why.
And I'd also like to discuss where we're going for dinner tonight.
That is actually a good one. So let's open with that. Where are we going for dinner tonight?
Jess, guess where we're going for dinner tonight?
This is a hack.
I don't know where are we going.
I'll play.
That's like the tic-tac-toe life hack. Essentially where it's like, hey, guess where we're going? And whatever the first thing that they say, that's where we say that we're going to go.
So I've actually started doing like a 3-step.
Mhm.
Like, are you wanting a burger? Are you wanting chicken? Or are you wanting not a burger? Really, just I guess really a 2-step. Burger or not a burger? You want a burger?
Oh, you're asking.
Yes.
Oh, so this is a choose your own adventure.
Okay.
Yes.
Not
Do you
a
want
burger.
not a burger? Okay. Budget less than $5, up to $10, or more than $10.
Ooh, what would you eat that's less than $5 that is like remotely good?
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
That's disgusting. Okay.
7-Eleven tacos.
we walked out.
You can get like 30 tacos for
We walked out
$5.
with 30 tacos for $6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Fred Meyer's and get corn dogs for like $1 a piece.
Okay, so where are you at, Jess?
Probably up to $10.
Up to $10.
Up to 10.
I want. Well,
So
I mean,
not a
it's
burger.
gotta be quality. I can't be eating like
Not a burger, up to $10.
grime off the floor kind of quality. I want like
Like an $8.50 grime on
Yeah.
the floor, not okay.
no.
You'll spend the
yeah.
$12 to get
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah,
okay.
oh yeah.
Are you wanting Asian-based food or non-Asian-based food?
That's very specific.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
feeling
very
I'm
specific.
feeling highlighted. Okay, go ahead.
Are you wanting something from like the Asian continent or the non-Asian continents?
Because there's an Asian continent.
Yeah, you're Asian.
Okay.
Probably non-Asian.
Non-Asian, okay.
Ooh, because of where we're at, is it Latin based? That's a trick question. Everything's Latin based.
Are you wanting
Mexican?
Mediterranean?
Yeah, Mexican. or
South
not?
American?
I think it's Mediterranean. I think.
You want Mediterranean for under $10.
You literally have no options.
You get a
You get a euro.
Yeah, you get a- you
Yeah,
get a-
you
you
go
get a-
down
Oh,
Chills
where?
You can get the
Oh,
you
like
get the
right-
one, the Fred Meyer one. You can get a Euro combo for $6.
Yeah, that's in Beaverton. It's Oasis.
Yeah.
It's right by Front Row in Hillsborough. They got good euros there.
Where's Front Row?
You've been
In
there. Remember Baby
Phillies.
Octopus?
Cornelius Pass.
Oh yeah. Oh. pajamas though. I was expecting us to eat food here and play Smash Brothers.
Me. So you're wearing pajamas to dinner, eh?
Hey, okay, Canadian.
It's got a little bit of Canadian in her. Anyway. Anyway. Okay, so is that what you're thinking? You want to
Yeah.
go to the Greek place?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to the Greek place.
Well, that's what I want. That's resolves what I want, but then
Okay.
we have to figure out.
This is the crisis
This
of
is
the
the part where we
matter.
have to figure out what everyone else wants, and
What
we
is
have to
what does
find that.
Reed want without and like this is a safe place. What does Reed want? Why don't you do your same technique? Do you want a burger or not?
I
a
do
burger?
want a burger.
Oh shit. Okay, more or less than $10.
Up to 15.
15.
We could get a fresh 5-star.
We could go to 5-star.
5 stars really, really good burgers.
But here's the
Just
thing.
because they were 40 minutes old.
Here's also the thing. 50% of us so far don't want a burger.
It's true. Okay.
Do they have fries?
They do. The fries are nothing to write home about. The burgers. Although I feel like I let us all down. Also not a sponsor. No offense. Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was
wasn't.
awful the first time and mediocre the second time.
Yeah.
Like
I think we're
last
gonna give it a summer chance, and then I'll give up. I'll move on if it's not them.
Yeah, we went to McMiniman's last night with Nan and Trina and I got the burger that I got last time in Seattle. It was good, but it wasn't Seattle good.
What was on it? Which burger was it?
It was their Wilbur burger.
Oh, so with the egg and
Yeah, the egg
okay.
and bacon. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't solve where you want to eat though. Well, I guess we got the burger up to 15.
Yeah, like I could go for Five Guys. Although that's a little bit further than I'm willing to travel
Yeah, I
at
would
this
pass
time.
on Five Guys.
Travel is also a factor.
I mean, I'd also be willing just to go down to like the deli and just like get a corn dog.
Interesting. That's also pretty gross. It's gross at 5 o'clock because
Yeah.
that
That
corn
is
dog's
true.
been there since 11.
It goes like half price at 6:30 or something though.
Snap.
So.
I live off half price.
Okay, what about you? Burger, not a burger? Anything in the world? Anything in 15 miles?
That's a pretty
Anything,
significant range.
anything in a 20-minute drive max.
There you go. That's a better range. I don't know.
This is really
It is.
burger, not a burger.
Probably not a burger.
Not a burger.
Okay. Price range? Oh no, wait. Asian?
No,
it's
it was price range.
Price range. Okay.
Up to 5, up to 10.
Ooh,
I would say
this burger is an Asian burger.
12.
12 bucks.
12 or
$12.
less.
12 or less.
No, we do $5 increments here.
Okay.
So 15.
15, I guess.
Okay. And Asian, not Asian. Bear in mind the burgers are Asian burgers.
They are. I could do Asian,
Okay. So not a burger, up to 15, Asian.
but I could also do not Asian.
Or not Asian.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
she's just
Either.
not a
So,
burger up to 15.
Not a
Yeah.
burger up to 15.
Yeah.
Okay, are you wanting like South American?
Just anything within that range. That's like fresh.
Fresh.
Not like
Okay,
not
so
like
this-
not like
So this is gonna be
frozen.
Stephanie's like, yeah, I want something close and cheap. So you guys drive all the way out to Dickie's.
Okay. I don't even think we ate Dickies though.
No, we didn't. We didn't eat Dickies. I don't remember what we ate.
Mm.
I
But
was
we were
so
like-
upset about that whole.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're gonna go to Dickies, and I was like, not that that's close,
Close
to
or
cheap.
cheap.
And then we didn't go to Dickies though. Like I think it went beyond that. I think we missed Dickies.
I can't even remember where we went. I think we might have done Five Guys.
So still 185th, like.
Yeah. Still that same
I
area.
think we did. I think that's where we wound up was Five Guys
Yeah.
each.
Okay. You guys should have just gone to freaking Mongolian Grill with Sir Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
I want Mongolian Grill.
Yeah, it was really good that night.
Mongolian Grill is probably in my top 5 genres of food
Oh,
to
yeah.
eat. Yeah.
If
Like-
I'm like not,
Is that nutty?
Crab Battle is like number 1 and 2.
like I'd be even willing to like, even when money's tight, I could always go for Mongolian Grill if I'm hungry enough.
Oh right, because I would save those extra couple of bucks.
Yeah, I just
and
not,
not
eat,
eat?
today.
and then spend that on Mongolian.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about Mongolian Grill, you're spending $15, so you have to be starving so you can get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Right, but if you also, if money's tight, like
You
could
don't
be
eat for the
starving
first 2
anyway.
days.
Yeah. You're like, I've got $5 a day. This isn't the way to do it. And from somebody in the health and fitness world, you would agree. But you go, I've got $5 a day. I'm just not gonna eat I'm gonna
3
eat
days.
like dog food for
Yeah,
day
like
one
just
and day
eat whatever's
two.
in the fridge.
And then at lunch, I'm gonna get the lunch special for like $11, unlimited Mongolian.
Yeah.
And you go, I'm gonna do meat first, and then you slowly introduce veggies and noodles into it. If that's you probably don't do veggies at all.
Actually, last time I was there, I tried putting some peppers and onions in.
Yeah, you just pick
I
them
did eat them.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I don't for the
Flavor? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it didn't do it for me. Like it almost ruined the whole bowl.
But you were able to catch up and fix it later by not doing it with bowl 2.
No, that was second bowl. I made
Oh,
a mistake.
oh.
Doing it second bowl because like first bowl is like I know what I want.
Okay.
I want bowl of noodles.
Basically, it was just a
Like-
plate of brown stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
And then,
I've
like-
seen you go to the Chinese restaurant.
And then I
Can I
like
get the lo mein with no veggies? So just
Yeah.
meat and noodles? Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly
Do you
what.
have potatoes?
Get potato noodles.
Can you make potato noodles? Right?
Yeah, like like square shaped and roughly potato length,
Yeah.
deep fried.
You mean our breakfast scramble? Yes. That's what I want. The steak breakfast scramble.
Delicious.
Okay, so we don't really know what Stephanie wants, but just up to 15, could be, could not be a burger, could be, could not be Asian. It really just up to $15. Okay. All right.
John.
Yeah, I could or
Burger?
could not eat a burger. I would be okay with a burger as long as it was from a very particular, like specifically, exclusively at this point 5-star. Have you guys had 5-star yet?
We still have not had pie. So that's the little Asian gal likes to talk too much, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we would run to the bank as soon as we got to the bank because it's cash only. We'd pick
Yeah.
up money, and then with our money, so it looks like you're underprepared. You're out of beverage, and you have to stand up. Okay, Stephanie's gonna go stand up to go get a beverage.
She
I don't have
just
anything
drink the
else.
rest out of that mason jar.
I can just do this.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. If I would do a burger if it was 5-star. Otherwise, I don't want anything. I would do up to 15 a person. I would probably do up to 18 a person. If intervals of 20, up to 20 a person, or intervals of 5.
That's
Okay, so if we're doing up to 20, I could go for like One Colorado.
One Colorado. What do you mean it's $20 at One Colorado?
They have a steak.
It's only on Saturdays though, right?
Just get the.
What's
well,
today?
You're in luck.
Yeah, it is
Oh my
Saturday.
gosh,
Okay.
That is, head sized.
Okay, but it's the super thin, like asada
It's
style,
like
right?
no, it's thicker than an asada. It's like
So are we going to One Colorado then for steak?
I could go to One
we
Colorado.
were there like yesterday.
It was 2 days ago, and it was Thursday night because I got the carne asada. And I also have consuelos.
Ooh, speaking of the consuelos, fuck. There's something that I need regarding consuelos at a Mexican place that I absolutely cannot find anywhere.
You talking about the little plastic swords?
No.
No, the actual.
The
Hypothetically, if I was
Oh.
getting a bowl for somebody for Christmas that may or may not very likely hear this podcast, I cannot find Consuelo bowls. And
They're on Amazon.
yeah,
They're like $30 a
they're
piece.
$44 a piece
I
for
think.
Consuelo bowls.
Okay, here's the thing. We
I'm
can go
thinking-
take like a pottery
No,
class
I was
for
literally gonna say
like
that.
20
Take a ceramics
bucks.
I'm thinking about going to, because I have the charisma and I've got the speech skill at 100. I feel like I can just walk into a One Colorado, we'll get our steak dinner, and I'll be like, I need these Consuelo
Sukasa
bowls.
Imports, across the street from Aaron's furniture rental place, like right there
It's
on.
in Big Goodwill, right?
Yeah, right there in that same parking lot. Human Being, you take a right off Oak Street, right
By
there.
the Mexican store.
Oh.
I'll bet you they know.
I'll check it out because I was looking for terracotta, ceramic, clay, potter, like just everything, trying to find them. The only ones that I found that were the right size, because you can get little salsa ones.
Yeah,
Or
like-
super easy.
Big ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
well, let's face it,
I
we
found
drink it.
Yeah, I know. But I was just like, I cannot find
One
a set
bowl,
of
20
Consuelo bowls.
straws.
I was like, I can't find a set of Consuelo bowls for less than $44 a piece that I would like.
Like per
approved of.
bowl, which seems ridiculous.
Yeah,
And I'm
for
trying
that
to
price,
keep
we
it
could just go take
around-
a
Make
pottery
them,
class.
yeah.
15, 20 a person. I got your present. I did not get your present.
I
I
have your
got
present.
lots of presents for you.
Where am
I
I?
think we got your guys's, right?
I have mine for John and Steph.
Yeah, I have one for Seth. And ours, yeah.
Do you have one for John?
Yeah, I do have one
Or
for
are you
John.
just putting your name on mine too?
No.
Is it a bug? Is it Okay, so I don't have a further opinion other than like I guess we're going to One Colorado. it.
I don't know. Jess wanted a euro.
That's true,
so,
but I'm pretty
so okay, so here's where we're gonna play hierarchy. Jess has a definitive of what she wants. Everybody else has an idea of what they want.
I would
That's true.
eat.
I would eat a euro.
Like,
I'd also eat a euro.
Yeah, like.
Would you eat a euro?
I've eaten euros.
Would you eat a euro?
Maybe.
No.
It depends
you
what
would
they
not.
do. I have had a
Do you,
euro.
do
Wait,
you
wait,
make
wait.
a euro
What if-
sub
Do
without
you
any of the
like
goods?
garlic sauce?
I do.
Like spicy garlic sauce? It's not really
Okay,
spicy.
so when I was in Australia, I ate a euro like 2 or 3 times a week because euros are huge in Australia for
Yeah,
different reasons.
Are they called euros?
Yeah.
Or are they called
GYROUS, whatever.
No,
Yeah.
it's euro. A lot of people pronounce it gyro. That's just wrong. But
I call them gyros for like most.
kebab.
Kebab. They also had kebabs too. There was kebabs and euros.
But they're the same thing essentially. Maybe a different kind of bread.
yeah.
That's it. So it's really funny because when I was telling people, I was like, yeah, let's have kebabs. And they're like,
Well, no.
like, do we have to get skewers?
No, a kebab is the one, with like
Yeah.
the chunks of meat and vegetables that
Yeah.
you roast over a grill.
No.
But,
Okay,
but not a,
no.
like a kebab.
A kebab.
Okay,
a kebab.
well, that's a shish kebab.
No, right. So
Yes.
that's the thing is that a kebab is like a meat stuffed sandwich, like a gyro,
Yeah.
but a different.
Almost it.
No. It. We need.
Here's
Wait.
a visual.
I-
Here's a visual of this kebab.
I left this out in case we needed to look something up.
It always confuses me. There's like a couple things on like UK shows that confuse me. One is kebab.
Chips.
The other is curries because curry
Oh,
is not actually curry.
No.
This is a kebab.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I classify as a euro.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's, when you were like, yeah, I'm in Australia, I was just like, so they're the same thing though, right? So okay. Okay, so I would sign off on Mediterranean food.
Yeah, I eat a euro.
You would also eat euro. I'd say euro.
Oh,
I recommend.
I would
thought
find
you said
something
that.
at there or
You can
close
just get
to.
a plate of meat.
If
No,
like,
that's what I
if
said.
like nothing
Tell
else,
them-
I
tell
just like
them-
hit a Taco Bell on the way.
Tell
back.
them you want the euro plate with no veggies and a side of spicy garlic
They
fries
probably know.
with cheese.
Oh, I bet you they could. I bet you they probably have. If we go
The
to,
euro plate is just.
I'm just
a plate
thinking
of
like
fucking
Euro
meat. And
House.
just
I
tell
don't
them-
know the other.
Yeah, so there was a
Yeah.
place called Mirage in Hillsborough next to the Albertsons and the Hillsborough Airport right there. It's called Mirage, and it was like $15 for just like the Euro plate. Freaking best fries and euros you will ever have. Put them
Right.
over there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are they still there?
No.
So then let's check it out. Okay, so that covered what we're gonna have for dinner.
So, did you see our difficulty in trying to...
Right. So that brings up the thing is like the difficulty of trying to pick a place to eat when you have multiple parties. We've got everyone has different interests. Jess tends to eat healthier. Would you say that's true?
I'd say she tries
Okay. Reed has like a 4-unit diet. Like it has to be made of meat and potatoes, and or variations of meat and potatoes.
Meat
So-
and carb.
More
to. Meat and carbs, yeah, generally.
Stephanie is sort of a trash panda. Like she's like, oh, it costs $2. I'm gonna eat 7 of these.
Yeah.
And mine is that I am sort of just I want something very specific. It's on the fly, and if we wait more than 3 minutes, I don't want that anymore. So
I feel like it becomes difficult to find something to eat when we are on a very strict budget.
for
Because
sure.
when our price range is from 10 or above, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But if it's 10 or under, it's like I don't want any fast food.
Right.
But then that's what that you know.
It's like
Yeah.
you go like under $10. I'm like, well, that to me that's almost fast food quality because
Well,
like
Even more so,
There's-
fast food has started exceeding that $10
Yeah.
budget.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to fast food,
Oh,
and
we
they're
went
like, your
to,
bill's $17.50, and you're like, I just got a combo number 3 large.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I know we went to Don Pedro this morning and the
Yeah, they
burritos.
raised their price from Dr. Fish from $5 to like
It was $4.99.
yeah, up
And
to
now
like
it's
$5.69.
That's not that bad.
I'd
It's
still,
not.
I'd still pay
No.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still a quality
I've given
burrito
them
for
the top breakfast burrito between here and the shop. There's another place that's between here and the shop that has the best salsa though.
Oh,
So-
is that the La Sierra?
I don't remember what the name is. They're right over in the Cedar Hills
Like the one
area.
off 170
It's the one where the
ish.
dude like shot his wife in the face with a shotgun.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's essentially like what is it? Is it?
Yeah.
It's essentially the same exact style.
Yeah.
Of place.
This-
They have like
it's-
the
it's
salsa bar and like the drive-through and the like.
The only reason why the place sticks in my mind is this guy. I think he was getting. I'm gonna get this wrong maybe, but he was getting a divorce from his wife. She was in the car with her friend and was just sitting in the drive-through. She got up to the window, the dude walked up with a shotgun, shot her in the face, set down his gun, and walked to the police station across the street and turned himself in.
Wow.
There's
Yeah.
no police station across the street.
Like over the way.
Yeah,
It's
the,
right over that
the
post
sheriff
office.
is just down
Yeah.
the way.
So, but you're right. It's not only just the budget. I think of like the when we say budget, the first thing I guess we think about is money, but the other consideration is time.
Time.
We have a time budget too.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I hope you're listening now. But when I appreciate fresh and good food that's prepped really well,
Yeah.
I don't want to wait 2 hours for poutine.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very much just like so when we went to Seattle, for example, I was like, yeah, we'll get a free burger real quick. You know, I figured we'd get up there by noon or something, or not noon, but I figured we'd be eating our burger by 2 or 3 o'clock, and we'd hook up with you guys at like 6 or 7, and I'd have a second burger.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that just didn't happen because of our time budget. We got up there and it was like 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right, let's eat dinner. I'm just like, what about John and Steph? Like, I figured we'd be hooking up with them at this point in time, and it's just like,
Yeah, that whole trip, as the day went, and it was just getting, like, it was like, we're getting more and more out of sync, and it was just like, I'm not gonna sleep on a wood floor.
no,
Yeah,
he had like the entire room and air mattress ready for you guys.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna just go sleep at M's house. So, okay. So I
Whichever.
guess that's the first consideration then. I guess when we're talking about getting food as a group is budget, like, and it could mean money, it could be mean time. What other considerations would you say come into play? Like significant ones.
Quality.
Quality, but that's like what you weigh. You go, all right, we're going to get food as a group of people. My significant concern is budget and quality.
For me,
I'm just curious.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say budget quality. I'd say it's time.
Okay.
For me, it's usually one of the biggest things because I value my time because that's the only thing I can't get back
Okay.
in my life is my time spent.
And that's a consideration that you have when you're like, there's
When
the big six. Let's go get food.
if it's the big 6, then it's going to be quality, and then
Because we're gonna take an
It's
hour
gonna-
and a
yeah,
half
'cause, like,
regardless of where we go.
yeah. So if it's the big 6, I'm going to say it's quality and then budget.
I don't think that's kind of how your order is.
When was the 6 of us together, like that is my
I think it's more of a concise, like a just whatever everyone agrees on is like. Because
For me, when we're talking big six anyway, big 6 and 7. You know, the first thing I consider is what has a lot of variation of alcohol that Oliver's allowed to go to.
Yeah.
That's my number one.
That's a very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because if it was just like the 6 of us without Oliver, we just kind of go
Wherever. Yeah.
But
But
when you have
then
an
it would just
Oliver,
be like, where's that they have a lot of alcohol? Because I'm willing to bet they could have super like roaches in the food, but the best cocktails, and Nano and Trina would go there.
yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would. Like
no
they
offense to Nano and Trina.
they love the
It's just-
poorhouse,
Sure. Okay.
and like it's like their food was like we went there for the Halloween softball tournament, and the food was like I was hungry enough that I ate it. It was good because I was super hungry. I wouldn't
Sure.
know if I'd say it was a lower quality than the average dive bar food.
Okay. What about you, Steph? What are like major considerations when you're trying to?
Find a place for everybody.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I feel like space is the primary, right?
that is definitely
That's
something that we take.
Because I
into-
don't.
Yeah. But would you say that comes back onto the budget, maybe? Because, like for the Chinese food, if we showed
Yeah.
up right now, we're like, hey, we need seating for 7. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, we'll seat you in 2 hours.
Right. Yeah.
So,
It'd be very much be let's go get our reservations and then go watch a movie.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Right.
then
Yeah. So I think that's a huge. I guess that comes into the time budget requirement is like how long we're gonna have to wait for a table.
okay. So unless somebody else has something major to bring up as a point of consideration, here's a question then, I guess, for the group.
did Jess ever weigh on what her big factors were on
well, it helps
Budget.
to have a place that has a variety of things there.
Sure.
Then like Red Robin is like the common place we go to. Because then it's like
It's a very
you can
safe
get a
factor.
burger
They
there,
have
you can get a soup, you
salads,
can get
burgers,
salad.
yeah.
So that's true. And with that in mind, I guess closing to that subject would be, and this being a safe place to just be honest, when let's just say it's the big 6, okay? With or without Oliver, it doesn't matter. Are you more inclined to be steadfast in what you want to eat, or and shut down, or pleasantly shut down the other suggestions if it's not what you want? Or are you more inclined to give in and just
Within
go
the
there?
first 5 minutes, if nobody's okay, so within like the first 10-15 minutes, if no one's made a decision, I'm gonna start being like, so like when we went for Old Spaghetti Factory for your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Like after we were like 20 minutes for our waters to show up, I was like, let's just go to Red Robin. Like I was tired, I was ready to just go get food.
Yeah.
Like so, like after like 20 minutes, if no one's made a decision, I will try to then make a definitive decision.
Or a decision to just
Which sometimes does or doesn't actually end up happening.
Sure. Okay. What about you, Jess? Would you say that you're more like?
I think I'm more like I usually like give in to whatever everyone wants to, just because I can be kind of picky, so it's just easier to just give in.
Same.
I think.
I'm just like I'm just green energy and passive by nature, so
Yeah,
everybody else
yeah.
just take control.
I think if my mind is set on something, I'll probably have a little bit of resentment. Like we planned to get.
That's the thing. If we plan
Yeah.
to go somewhere to do something, I anticipate and
Right.
expect that. If that doesn't happen,
Right.
I will get extremely bummed out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, cool.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
we
gonna-
did a whole vacation. I had every day planned, and I literally did zero of the things I wanted to do because I just got overridden every time.
Well, that whole trip was just not amazing, and there were lots of factors that counted against you. The weather counted against you. That was not supposed to happen. The mood of everyone around you was just whatever. Like there was a day that you were just feeling sick and like gross and everything too. Like I remember you were like in the bathroom forever. You're just like, I'm dying.
Yeah, that was the last day that we were there.
Oh, okay.
We drank a bottle of tequila.
That was the.
I didn't have any issues.
And I did not go to bed at all because I was in the
Oh.
bathroom the
I
entire
got up the
time.
next morning and worked. I think you were the first person to come out
Yeah.
and see me.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, hey.
I was like, were you up all night? Like you're just sitting there like.
I was up. Yeah, I was working. Yeah, I had a call with the UK in the morning.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So then, I guess we'll start with Jess going around the table. What are your top 3 places anywhere in the world that you would choose to go to, but either by yourself or with a group? Doesn't matter. And why?
Probably, well, specifically Pad Thai. I've been there quite a few times. Pretty good. They have Thai tea. Yeah, good food.
Is that your number 1 in that
It's
order?
top 3. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know the order yet. Hey, it's great. It's great.
I would eat pad thai right now too.
I was actually thinking about it. That's your answer on that.
Yeah.
That's more than your price range.
I don't even know. I
It
really.
is these days. Yeah, they raised.
It's $7 more for beef.
Is it really?
So if your dish is 10, it's 17 if you want.
Yeah, no, I just go across the street to McDonald's and just buy like $17 worth of McChicken.
Of something would be 17 McDoubles.
Yeah.
So I guess like Pad Thai, some kind of Mexican restaurant that's really good. So probably Juan, Colorado, and.
What do you think of Corona? The one.
Corona?
Yeah.
I really like that place. It's
Okay.
just kind of out of the way as far as
Sure, for
direction-wise.
right. Okay.
So that's why we go to whatchamacallit?
Don Pedro.
No, Juan, Colorado.
Well, like I feel like Don Pedro would be a closer comparison to.
Well, Juan, Colorado is like better quality.
Yeah.
Mexican
Yeah.
food.
But you're also comparing like a 4-star restaurant with like.
It doesn't matter. Like this is
It's-
like what's your top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those 2 and I don't know. That's a loaded question. I have to really think about that. Probably Red Robin just 'cause we go all the time. That's good. You can never go wrong. Steak fries.
It's true.
It's very
Yeah.
safe. Like
Yeah, it's very safe. The problem I think with safe is that it just gets bland after
It does get bland after
a little while.
unless
So
you
when we go, do you want a burger? And I'm like, I do if we don't have to go to Red Robin. But
Yeah.
that's not always true. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll go to Red Robin.
Yeah.
So. All right. So Pad Thai, high quality Mexican food,
Yeah.
and Red Robin.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Reed?
I don't know what my number 1 is. Number 2 would probably be like Mongolian Grill
Okay.
or Genghis Khan, a Mongolian styled.
I'm curious, how can you set number 2? Like, how do you develop your totem pole if you don't know what the top one is?
I haven't decided yet. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
okay.
like there's like number 3, which is going to be like a safe bet for everybody that I will always like safe bet Red Robin, you know, like
Okay.
that'd probably be my number 3,
All right.
just because it's a very safe, like we just saying, it's a very safe place
Yeah.
to go. Variety.
Safe place. This is where I've opened up the most.
Yeah. So,
Like
So,
I
Red
put-
Robin, if you want to throw money our way,
Yeah.
okay.
Or just steak fries, just
Yeah, some steak fries our way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'd say like Mongolian is my number one, but I don't think I could validate that for the price. And I think the reason I like Mongolian so much is the fact that I don't go there so often.
So you think that if you went every day, it maybe wouldn't.
It wouldn't be as good.
Okay. Sure.
As far as the number one,
Oh, actually, can I change one of my answers?
Yeah.
Fogo de Chao.
for which answer?
I've never been super stoked about the idea of cancer, but but I'd flip a coin for Fogo de Chao. Yeah.
Those meat sweats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that sometime soon.
Yes.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, like once a year.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
let's just have a blowout day. Let's just pick something off. I'll take that so you don't have to have two.
Okay.
But we'll pick something. We'll just take a day where everyone just does what they want to do. And it's one thing. So
I'd be down for that.
we'll go rock climbing. We'll
Okay,
also
cool.
do Fogo de Chao. Rock climbing. We'll go Fogo de Chao. Whatever these guys want to do.
Okay. That's really
I'm
good.
down for this.
Okay.
It's kind of like what I imagine like my birthday is.
That's
It's
kinda-
like,
yeah.
This is what I want to do for my birthday. You
Yeah.
guys either
Okay,
come
my
or you don't
birthday
care.
is
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
up. It's gonna be rock climbing. Birthday.
Birthday for rock climbing for
Yeah.
Jess.
Oh, I'm gonna be so pissed if we go to her birthday.
What?
I've been telling Stephanie, she's like, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And it's just like, "Take me rock climbing." And I've been telling you that for 8 years.
I've literally, this is the first I've heard of it.
No, it's not. There was the rock climbing place at Buckman Heights, and I was like, "Hey, they're opening a rock climbing place if you
When's
wanted
your
to,
birthday?
take me to rock climbing for my birthday." And then for like 3 years in a
Literally,
row,
We'll go this year.
That,
for
that
your
could be
birthday.
like a Father's Day gift. You go to the lake and spend all day on the lake with your father.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Shots fired.
So what is your
Number
your
one.
number three, whichever. Wait, what does Fogo de Chao replace for you?
Oh, Red Robin. Red Robin's just kind of like a variety. It's like a.
Ooh, we just lost those sponsor dollars.
Just so much for all our steak
Darn.
fries. I have to go
Okay.
back to my Red Robin card.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm at 9 items, so if we do end up going to Red Robin, I can get a
Right.
free meal.
Yeah, that's also a thing. I think I'm close to it. I think you only have 8.
Alright.
I don't know. Like, somewhere with like a good breakfast menu for number
Ooh, I
one.
didn't even think about that.
Like a good breakfast
I love
menu
breakfast food.
is all like I can never go wrong with breakfast.
Okay.
You know, you just get like a big old plate of hash browns
Which we should go to the.
and French toast. We could go to Cracker.
We need to check on that photo.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Like we haven't done that. in a
I said
while.
because we rolled by there a couple weeks, or I guess it was a couple months ago now. And like, we looked over and I roughly saw where the frame was in a rough area. So
Okay, putting a pause on this for 2 seconds. If I were in that industry and it's my restaurant, like I work there, and all of a sudden I come in, I'm doing something, and there's a photo on the floor, I'm gonna pick it up and hang it back
back
up.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
So as many photos as there are there and stuff
Yeah.
on the walls, they're not gonna realize that's not what that photo.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
Yeah, they'll be like, why was this photo not glued on? And then they'll be like,
Well, they screw them in a nail.
Screw it on, or
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering is would they go, that's not one of ours, and
or
send it
maybe,
out?
or they might have that process of like, oh, they put it up there just to forgot to screw it in. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean it matches
decoration.
the theme.
It
so
does, and we were really good
That's
about
the
that.
thing, yeah.
So for anybody who's not familiar with what we're talking about, if you've been inside of a Cracker Barrel, great. If you haven't, they kind of go with like an old Midwestern theme from like really, really early developing America.
like Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie, a little more modern than that maybe, but like definitely Sears catalog era of time. And-
Pinterest classic Western barn.
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
and that's a really good way to put it. Yeah, like a Pinterest barn from
Yeah.
the Western classics.
Yeah.
And their food is very much just older style, home style American food. Amazingly good. You can taste the racism in every bite. Yeah, so we went and did a old timey photo shoot at the coast. It's one of those just tourista attractions, and we did it, and then we put it in an old style frame that matched the other frames that they had in Cracker Barrel, and we stuck it to their wall, and it was there for a while that we know of. It might still be there.
Might still be
So
there.
it sounds like we're going to Cracker Barrel sooner than later to check to see if it's still there.
I mean, what's going on tomorrow morning?
Nothing.
Yeah, I guess we're
And
going to
it's
Cracker Barrel.
Sunday morning, which is when they do the
Chicken.
chicken dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so I guess we're going to Cracker Barrel.
So we've established maybe what we're doing for dinner, but we have established breakfast for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Hey, did Nano and Trina ever come with us to that?
No.
Where are they at right now?
They're
They're in
gonna be in Portland right now doing Trina's
Company.
company picnic.
But are they spending the night? I think they.
Yeah, they've got a
Yeah,
hotel room.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to reach out to them and see if they want to come to Cracker Barrel and Beaverton with us? Because they have to pass by it in order to go home. Sort of. No, they don't.
No,
they
they
don't.
just Highway 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
One time
take
we
it
do it though, that'd be a big factor.
11.
Like their checkout time at the hotel.
Yeah, we can reach out to them. Like I could do it now. Or
11
wait till
or-
Yeah,
after
if
we
you'll
go.
just reach out and see what they want to do. Okay, but did we still solve your number 3, number 1?
Number one, we have not.
All right, what do we got?
Like, I'm almost just want to say like a fast food joint, just something that'd be convenient, easy, relatively cheap.
We're talking about top 3 favorite food places.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter budget, it doesn't matter
I don't
friends.
think
It's just
any-
like,
Oh no, I
It's
did.
your
I
birthday.
said it was somewhere with a good breakfast
Yeah,
menu.
you did.
okay, but
Just
where is
breakfast,
that?
just-
Just doesn't matter.
like-
Just some real good breakfast menu.
Hey,
Because Ron Jeremy has a club in Portland that has a really well-known breakfast buffet.
I've heard about this buffet so many times, and yet no one's ever taken me.
Yeah, because it's like a sex
Strip
club.
Yeah.
No, it's not a strip club. It is a. It costs more money if you're a guy. It costs less money if you're a girl. It costs even less money if you're a couple. And you go in and you just watch people have sex or have sex or half of you have sex or
That sounds weird.
yeah.
I don't know. Am I sending him a text or am I calling him?
Uh,
I'll probably text.
Yeah,
He's
let's just
probably
text him.
actually eating dinner right now.
yeah. Okay, so just a place with a good breakfast menu. What about you, Steph?
I don't know if you can narrow it down to 3, I guess.
But places, I don't know. So I'm thinking like really, really low end, which I know you hate this. Like my default fast food is Taco Bell, and I'll eat that whenever.
Yeah.
Mom and Pops.
Okay.
Um,
Quick pause. Mom and Pops is a Chinese place in Forest Grove, Oregon called New Chinese Cuisine.
Yeah, you only have to wait an hour to get seated.
that's
And then
yeah.
wait 45 minutes for food.
That's a new thing.
That is a new thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure
But
I like
it's
that
still-
feature.
it's
I wanna
still worth
roll
it.
back to Windows
Yeah.
10.
You want
Yeah.
to do a driver back and roll back?
Go
It's-
back to Windows 7, please.
Yeah, it is still. I feel like it's still worth it. Like we went to another Chinese place. And just every other. There's like it's one of those places that spoils like for me anyway. Like I won't like. There's no point in me getting Chinese food anywhere else because it just tastes like garbage.
You say that, but both times Jess has gone there, she's gotten sick.
Well, that's only because I eat the what is it, the fried chicken with the not fried chicken.
She claims it's because of the
It's
grease.
the oil. I just eat that first. 'cause that's
Both
how it
times
has
I've gone there, I
leftovers.
thought the food was kind of like good, but I wouldn't like. It's nothing to write home about. I wouldn't say it's better than. I wouldn't say it
Yeah.
spoils the rest.
I think you're
It's
getting the
just
wrong
'cause
stuff.
It's 'cause
Yeah.
there's no veggies, man.
That has nothing to do with it.
I'll always eat at. Like Coronas is always a good pick, even though they're not like the best food, but they're always just like it's like
So you're
sub $10.
You're 2 for 2 in Forest Grove, Oregon, and want to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coronas is always good because it's always fresh and it's like huge portions for a relatively low price. And then I don't know, Sushi Hana.
Good sushi place. I would add that to my list too.
Yeah, and then Montage probably.
Yeah, but see, Montage is fucked up lately, and by lately, it's been a long time. Montage is in Portland, Oregon. They're like Cajun-esque. They're like I don't know. They're Cajun.
They're watered down Cajun white guy food.
Watered down Cajun white guy Italian food, I think maybe. But the problem is their portions have gotten smaller. They've cut things off their menu,
Yeah.
and they've raised the price.
Yeah, that's more of an atmospheric, I think, too.
Yeah,
and they
for
have
sure.
really good drinks.
For sure.
Yeah, the raw sign is really good.
Yeah.
It's like a Long Island, but they replace
Sub
something.
with
tequila at Everclear.
Yeah, Everclear. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I guess for me, if I had to pick places specifically, it's tough for me to pick places specifically. Like a good and good could be subjective for me. Seafood buffet. The problem is I never go because they're so far away, and I probably would go nowhere near as frequently, like what you were saying, Reed, where like you probably wouldn't go to Mongolian if you had it every day.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, eh. Like I really enjoy crab, but I don't know that I.
When are we doing? When's the next crab battle?
We actually went to one a couple weeks ago. We just it was the week after we got back from Canada. And
Yeah.
We just said, let's do something without everyone, and so we went to crab battle. But the first haul of crab for the crab season is, I think, next week.
They
So,
pushed back the season open.
Okay, because like next
Yeah.
weekend we can't do it because we got family Christmas that
Yeah,
Saturday.
it's also
right, yeah,
pushed
yeah.
back. I think it's pushed back till after the first of the year.
Okay, well, what kind of crab do they do? They do Dungeness crab, king
They're
crab,
Dungeness.
Dungeness. Okay.
Yeah, crabbing
but-
season. It was supposed to open like the 20th or something, and they pushed it back because like there's not enough meat to outweigh the toxins or however that works.
Yeah, because we're killing the planet.
Yeah, right.
Let's do this. Let's do.
But we would need to do it. We would probably need to do it honestly.
We could do it for.
Like end of January.
Let's do January 25th.
Okay, so week after my birthday.
Is your birthday on the 18th?
Yeah.
Would you want to go to Crab Battle for your birthday, or do you
Not
want to do like a?
like I know I'm getting like a Mount Hood tubing pass for Christmas,
Okay,
so probably not doing that again for my birthday because everybody seemed to have enjoyed that.
I hated it.
Well, then you can have to come then.
Did I go?
Yeah.
You don't remember going?
No.
You bought
Yes,
it.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went with JC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was fun. I think.
I don't argue it was one of the best birthdays of the whole year.
Your best birthday of the whole year?
No, like
Just like of
Did you have
anyone's
any other
birthday.
better birthdays for yourself
Not the
that
one
year?
before.
No.
Not
No,
the
it's okay. So January 25th,
we could try that.
tentatively. All right. Cool.
Like, are we just gonna drive down, eat, and drive back up, or we're gonna drive down, get a room?
So what we did this past trip is we did the Grand Ronde buffet, and then ate dinner, finished up dinner, continued on to the coast. We also found a hotel that's actually pretty good. They're like we had want for nothing. Their
Right.
breakfast
It is very
was
much
actually
so a
really-
like 2-star hotel.
Yeah, but it wasn't like
But it was clean.
Yeah, it was clean. It had everything I wanted.
Yeah.
The breakfast was surprisingly robust,
Yeah.
like with Belgian waffle
waffles.
I
makers.
love
And,
Belgian waffles.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the parking lot is 2 Pokestops and a gym.
That is also factual.
All right. Well, that's
No. A room with 2 beds. They also have a hot tub.
Yeah,
like a
we
big
did,
hot
and it was a
tub.
room with 2 beds. I think it was
$50.
$50. Yeah.
wow.
That's their regular price.
Yeah, I could do
And it's
that.
off season.
Yeah.
Well, because it's off season.
And I bet you it's gonna be off season January 25th.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's the plan tentatively is we
Yeah.
crab battle in
I
the
mean-
middle, drive the half an hour to Seaside or
Lincoln City.
Lincoln City.
Yeah.
Stay at this place and
Spend a day, come back, whatever. the
yeah,
next
like
day.
Yeah.
literally whatever.
We just
Yeah,
walked around.
What day is that? Is that a Saturday?
it's Friday.
Friday?
Friday.
But so they only do crab battle on Friday nights.
Alright, oh, then I applied here. Yeah,
Are
no,
you-
like I'd be down to try that because like you said they have other stuff other than seafood, right? At Big House,
They
right?
have tons of steak.
I don't
They have,
eat
they have like a
Okay.
prime rib carving
Oh,
station.
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey used to go. He was my crab battle partner for a long time, and then he started going and sort of got more out of the seafood and just would eat like cancerous amounts of prime rib.
Sounds like a great time, Jess.
Yeah.
What?
Are you intrigued by this idea?
That's a good
Because you're
idea.
just like,
I think she's most stoked by the gym and the 2 Pokestops and the parking lot. Most of us are avid Pokemon Go players, by the way. And Crab Battle, a little bit of background is Starship Troopers, you know, the insects invading / us invading and everyone doing their part, and crabs being arachnids. We just, I don't know, it somehow got coined at some point that we.
you coined it.
Yeah, but it was years ago, so I don't remember. I think I was coined Chop Chop. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chop chop night. That was.
yeah.
So, like Starship Troopers, the only time the bugs actually landed on Earth was when they got the meteor
Right.
on in the first movie. When it was just like
Okay.
when Rico's just like, I leave, and then his home planet of like Rio de Janeiro or somewhere in Brazil or something like
His home planet.
his home country.
Okay.
It's like a massive asteroid landed on it somehow, which was an
Okay.
inside job because there's no way the meteor could have gotten past the lunar defenses and the defense fleet.
So they did it to try to incite war.
They did that to incite war so they could control population.
Okay.
That's
All right.
why they always did like massive troop invasions onto a giant bug planet where the bugs
What
are.
are we even talking about? We're talking about food.
We are.
We are.
We're explaining why crab. The short version is crabs mean arachnids. That may not be true, but I think that's accurate. Crabs are arachnids.
Are they?
I-
I thought they were crustacean.
Yeah, they are, but I think they classify as arachnids. Anyway, but the point is we do our part.
Are crabs arachnids?
We do our part, and we do that. So it's a crab battle is a seafood buffet. I enjoy a pretty decent seafood buffet, and decent could be subjective to me. Like it's very difficult for me to. Yeah, it's difficult for me to get food poisoning, so yeah, it could be lower quality, and that's still okay. Number 2 for me would probably be some iteration of Mongolian food. Yeah,
It's
that's the same thing. I wonder if I'm just really just drawn to buffets, like decent buffets.
Buffets are good. Like it's hard to go to a buffet and not find something you don't enjoy unless you don't enjoy everything.
Well, maybe, but the thing is, there's buffets that I really, really miss but wouldn't go to. Like on the East Coast, I don't know if they're anywhere else, but on the East Coast, there's Golden Corral,
Okay.
and I miss that. And pizza buffets, and I haven't been to one. And I have the opportunity to go, I just don't.
Godfather's actually has a pretty good lunch pizza buffet.
Right,
Yeah.
but
It's
I,
like
and
$10.
they're right there,
Yeah.
and I just don't go.
Yeah.
So
It's worth a visit every once in a while.
okay, and then
No, we have what's called hometown buffet,
we have that.
Yeah.
and I enjoy that.
We've
it's
gone
pretty good.
once since I've been in Oregon,
Yeah.
and it was good.
Yeah.
I just haven't gone back.
Yeah.
Like there was no reason. There's a really shitty. No offense to them, those poor guys. There's a really
No, it
shitty,
is the worst food.
like Chinese one here, and I didn't resent them. Everyone got sick except for me when they go. But,
Is
like,
that the one with the really tall, steep roof?
No, that's a
No,
Chinese
this
place.
one,
that is,
they don't have any kind of. You can tell that their ventilation system is going to give someone tuberculosis because their windows are
Yeah,
seamed up.
it's
and
right by.
moldy.
It's
Oh,
right next to Safeway.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there. They're right there, and they're okay for me. I really like the one in Beaverton, but it's really gross for Oliver because they just give you whole shrimp and everything. Like
yeah.
it's not even that. Like it's very Chinese, and I
That
love
one's
that.
okay.
one.
So, like,
I
here's
love
some
them.
chicken beaks.
That
and,
one's got like the red bean buns and stuff like that, which I can eat.
There was a decent place there for a long time, across from Winco and just as you just come into Hillsborough, it'll be on your left hand side. There's like the Bible store, and I think it's now like it used to be a Hollywood video back in the day, but now it's like a Bank of the West
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like
I know
that.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
There used to be a Chinese restaurant there. I don't know if it's still there or not. It
It's-
used to be a Chinese buffet. don't know.
There is a Chinese restaurant right there, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
if it's still there. Like it used to be a buffet a long time ago.
There's signs and stuff I think are still there, but it's like it doesn't look.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
there's
'Cause we used to go to a place right next door called Pizza in Paradise every Monday for pizza for like 3 years. And like before that, we were going to a place called Little Italy in Cornelius. You know where the pawn shop is, right there across from Fred Meyer's.
Yeah.
That used to be a pizza restaurant. That's where we.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They're a pawn shop, but it looks like they're multiple buildings of one pawn
Yeah.
shop.
Yes.
But I've never seen them open or people going in and
I've never seen anyone going around, but they
No.
always have stuff, new
Yeah.
stuff out
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
Just like we're turning business somehow.
My number 3 would probably be a tie between Thai and Hawaiian. Yeah,
Kind of
I
an
really like
islander.
Asian noodles, and I really like plate lunch, Korean plate lunch and stuff. Speaking of which, our team lunch, the one that I told you I couldn't miss for Sushiana, we're going to the grand opening of a dim sum place.
Okay.
So
That's very genuine.
yeah, we've set aside 2 hours for lunch for it. So, okay, cool. So, we're actually at about 46 and a half minutes of recording. So I feel like we've got time if we want to go around and do like our top 3 places we wouldn't go to and why. But we'd have to be very specific about a place, and we also can't do it in slander. It has to be true.
Top 3.
Yeah, it looks like Reed's going first.
One would be Sweet Tomatoes.
What is Sweet Tomatoes? Tell us.
That is a vegan buffet.
Ooh,
Is
okay.
it a vegan buffet?
It is
I
a
thought
ve-
it was just like soup and salads.
It was a vegan buffet the one time I went there.
Okay.
And yeah, let's see. Sweet Tomatoes. Second one would be. I don't know. I only had one.
Okay. But is it because it's vegan food and it's just not compatible? with
There's
your
nothing there.
digestion?
There's nothing there I would eat.
Sure. We had our company party last night, and they're like, "Oh, try these vegetarian gyoza," and I was like, "I can't eat that.
Like
that's,
even
that's
their
too
even their
healthy."
yolk, like they
Like-
they were too cheap to even do like vegan ice cream. It was like vegan frozen yogurt. And I was like, this is even worse.
Okay.
Like be ice cream or be nothing.
Okay. All right. What about you, Jess?
Places I wouldn't go.
Yeah, and why? And it has to be true. It can't be your opinion. It just has to be true.
Panda Express.
Why?
Mm.
Oh, I want to know why
I'll-
because I love Panda Express.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? How? I thought you like
I do.
Chinese food.
I
though.
do, but I
It's
also
like
like.
fake Chinese food.
Yeah. No, you're right. But I like fake crab too.
There's something about the novelty of
Yeah.
fake food.
Well, see, I actually used to eat that all the time, like after track meets in high school.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah,
How much do you weigh right now?
right now,
Yeah.
143.
And you used to weigh like 650, so, and that's why you stopped eating at Panda?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly it. Well,
You did really good.
Who was the guy that was Subway? Who was
Jared.
Jared.
That's
How you doing,
because-
Jared?
No. The Subway diet was more of like eating fresh, like that. I
Yeah.
think that's their motto: eat fresh
Yeah.
and banging 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
So like.
And like multiple liposuction surgeries.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, that's the reason. It's also like, I'm pretty sure I got introduced to like actual like real Chinese food, and that's when I was like, all right, Panda Express, that's just like fast food Chinese food.
Sure.
Okay, so there's that. Burger King. I can't do Burger King.
What?
Yeah, I just can't.
I keep thinking like we would make fantastic friends.
She does the same thing. Like,
I don't know.
"Yeah,
You did say you would want to kill me when we were going around.
His
who
only
was-
reason was because he knew you 90 seconds less
No,
than he knew me.
To be honest, if he knew you 30 seconds before me, or sorry, if he knew me 30 seconds before you, he would still
There you go.
keep you. Yeah,
Yes,
why not?
yes. Only because you got gum on my stuff. But if you had gone 60
Come
seconds,
on your stuff.
You got gum
You
everywhere.
had
It was on
so
the boat.
much.
It was on my
It
back.
was
too.
everywhere.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but
John holds
throw-
grudges.
throw another 30 seconds on there, and then Reed goes first. So like 30 seconds, knowing you 30 seconds sooner than Reed, yeah, it'd still kill you first. But like 60 seconds, no, Reed goes first.
Okay.
So, like I chose M because like A, we knew her the least amount of time personally, and B, like I feel like her not being a part of the group would also have the smallest impact on the group, maybe other than John. And like the whole group would have the smallest impact on the group. Sorry, Em, we do love you.
Yeah. I was actually very, very touched. I actually talked to Stephanie about it, I think, like afterwards, that you picked me as your favorite.
Oh.
Like as your.
It's
like-
just okay. So I actually told Reed. So I didn't actually get to say my explanation on that. It's because you're like a weird like.
I'll take it.
You're like
You're like a weird lab. You're the lab experiment that you just can't quite kill.
You're like an unusual species. Like I've never met anyone that like is you. So.
Yeah, no, okay, I appreciate it. I'll take it. All right. Do you got anything else on your list?
Just those two.
You don't have like a hate shout out. Just the Burger King and Panda Express.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. I really like Burger King's burgers if I have to eat a fast food burger.
Actually, okay, I do have
I
one
like
more.
Carl's Jr.
Okay,
burgers
it's
a
my
lot.
turn to talk. So I do have one more. It's Sonic. I don't eat their food there. Okay, you wanna? Okay, no. Okay, so the actual reason. So the one in Cornelius, they opened. I don't know, a while ago, but like,
Yeah.
like not too long after they opened, my entire family went there like after church or something like that, and we ordered food, and I ordered this like chicken sandwich, and it was completely raw.
So that one experience just fucked it for you?
Yep.
Okay. But
That'll happen.
if there was like a Tosh 2.0 redemption opportunity and they just made you an amazing something, would it change your mind or no?
No, I just want to go
Okay. All right.
Okay.
My 3 like favorite immediate vicinity fast food places.
Oh, those 3,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What about you, Steph?
I don't know. I feel like just specific places, like
Yeah.
the Burger King in Cornelius. Like if you're like, let's
Yeah.
go, like
They always
because
fuck up.
they
and it
always
takes
fuck
forever.
up. It's like
That's
it's,
what the Jack in the Box in Hillsborough was like, right
Yeah,
there next to
it's-
Weimar.
and it's just so bad that no, like if I have to go to Burger King, I'll drive the extra 20 minutes.
Okay.
So that one, the buffet next to Safeway, because they're just it's
Okay.
just so gross and also sick. Like everyone got
Okay, do they have those little deep fried balls that cover in cinnamon and sugar there? I'd go there.
sick.
Yeah,
The only
they're
thing
gonna make you throw up, but like,
Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing that was edible was like their chicken on a stick.
and that's the reason I went one of the times.
Yeah, and then the Chinese place, but I don't remember what it's called.
Oh no!
Because one, the food was like it was like fried rice, but like the rice you couldn't even like chew it. It was just hard.
that's the worst.
And then also there was a roach that fell off of the lady who was handing us our food's arm onto
Whoa.
the table.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure this wasn't like a Men in Black set?
So
So we'll never eat there ever again.
No.
You can cut it out. It's fine. That's what post editing's for.
Yeah. Oliver, no. And I said you cannot talk. I said you can't talk. So now I have to clip this into 2 audio streams. Okay? All right. Mom will come get you. I promise Mom's going to come get you. All right, we're going to start recording again. You're done talking? Oh, okay, perfect. I'm going to record. What were you talking about? Oh, right.
You were explaining the story of the roach.
The Men in Black lady with roach falling off her arm.
Right. Okay. So, what happened was, so a little bit of background about this place. They're right down the street. They're called Dragon Fountain.
Something like that.
Yeah. They're in.
Very stereotypical like Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're Cornelius.
Also, she's racist, but
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. they're like Cornelius Hillsborough, right there at that border.
Okay.
And no, I think they're very much Hillsborough.
they're in Hillsborough. They're
Yeah.
past Winco.
Yeah. So
Which one is it? Silver Dragon?
It's right. It's they
Dragon
like
Fountain.
right next to the Pizza Hut. That's right there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there between Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. My dad loves that place.
That's
Yeah.
very good. But I go in there and I really, really like their pan-fried noodles. And instead of putting rice with my beef broccoli that I normally do, I just put pan-fried noodles on it. It's totally fine. Anyway, first time I go in there, Steph comes in with me. We're in our separate cars. Steph comes in with me, and she decides she doesn't want anything. That she's gonna go to like Taco Bell or something, and she leaves. And so the lady is taking my order, and she goes, "Are you Chinese?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, do you speak Chinese?" And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "Oh, that's bad. That's bad." And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "Is that your wife?" And I was like, "Yep." She's like, "She's not Chinese." And I was like, "No." She's like, "That's bad. That's bad." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Keeping that bloodline pure.
And then she goes, "And that's your son?" And I was like, "Yep." She's like, "And he's half Chinese?" And I was like, "He's quarter Chinese." She's like, "Oh, that's bad. That's bad." And I was just like, is this a roast? Like what is going on here? Anyway, so yeah, then what happens is we go and our singular car the other day, and we go and Stephanie orders her food. I order my food. It's just like whatever. We're hanging out waiting. Lady comes out with our food, and she reaches out to set something down, and a little baby roach falls off her arm and on the table. And I'm like, and I had a little bit of Baltimore, Maryland PTSD coming out, just a little bit, and I was like, and I was like, don't say anything to Stephanie until after we leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, now I can't ever come here again. Like, I love the food, but I can't come here again because I know roaches. Like, when you see one,
Oh yeah.
there's 1,000. Yeah, so.
It was like that in Australia. Like I was living with a guy and like he was super bad on it. Like just great.
Yeah.
He'd cook and he'd just splatter grease and oil just all over the place, and he'd go weeks without cleaning it up. So there was this huge bug problem in the apartment. And like I'd like walk out to like leave to work, and there'd just be like a cockroach like an inch long, just like scurrying across the ground. I'd just like run over with my bike tire and just like walk out the door because that was just my daily life. And it's just like I woke up in the middle of the night terrified because there was a moth with like a 4-inch wingspan just like flapping around my face.
Why did you throw a Pokeball at it?
I backhanded it. Like I went over like to look at it closer. I'm like, its tongue.
It's a fucking bird.
It was like a super long tongue, right? Because it was just
Proboscis.
moss, and it's just like curled up like outside its mouth, and I was just like, that's terrifying. And then it flew out my face, and I lost my biscuits again, and like smacked it again, and just like slept out like outside that night
Because it's safer outdoors.
yeah. And like the mosquitoes were like the size of dimes. Like they would just be like, you'd be like, oh, it's like a freaking flock of mosquitoes coming towards you. No, it's just one mosquito a block away. And you're just like, well, that's my life now.
Yeah. That was actually a big problem on the southern East Coast this year. Is like because of the tropical storms and the weather that was going on, is like the death mosquitoes were coming out of the whatever, and giant mosquitoes, extremely painful bites, etc. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So top 3 places I would not eat at. I don't like.
You
I
just
don't
eat
know.
everything, right?
Yeah, I do. I eat
He literally
everything.
does like
Nana
this
wouldn't
garbage.
eat from a meat pot. We know that.
Oh, but meat pot is amazing.
Meat pot was the best meat
Yes.
pot.
Yeah, like I don't really like there's really, really healthy vegan places and things of that nature. they just don't have anything for me.
I'd rather not spend the money on something I'm not.
Well, yeah, like if someone's like, here, try this, I made this, it's free range rice cakes or something, then I'd be like, okay, cool, neat. But if I go in and they go, yeah, our burgers are made out of rice patties topped with
Black bean.
black bean buns or something, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, it's $11, I don't want that, I'm just gonna go next door and die of a heart attack
Yeah,
when I'm
just
20.
like
So,
go to McDonald's and.
yeah,
You ate at I can't remember the name of that place.
the vegetarian place in Cedar Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
We
because
ate
that's
there a
what
few
you
times.
wanted to try.
I think
And
I
I
went
was
there
like,
one
I'll
time
give
for
it a
Michael's
shot.
birthday.
Yeah, it was like Michael's birthday's evolved a little bit, yeah. Then
Yeah.
so like a little bit. So
Well, that was back when we were still married to Sarah.
Right.
Like this was
He
like
was still vegetarian.
I was fresh out of high school, or still in high school.
sure. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have a top three, but just if it's the healthier it gets,
The less
the less likely I'm going to go there.
It's okay, Jess. You need to be.
Yeah,
We can go get food.
Yes.
Reed and I are in Burger King.
Me and Connor are gonna pick him
Express
Mongolian
or
grill.
something, yeah. All right, cool. So that puts us right around the time that I figured we'd be at. I've got a little bit of clipping to do to get rid of our interruption. I think the audio is going to sound a little bit airy because we're out in
Just
the
the
open.
atmosphere, yeah.
So maybe we'll do recording somewhere else another time. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I guess closing statements. We've got the lovely Jessica Bickford. Jessica, do you want to?
Not Bigfoot.
Bickford. Do you want to give a shout out to anything, like any organization?
Shout out to my mom. She's great. She gave birth to me.
Okay. Reed.
I'm gonna give you a safety notice. Turn your headlights on when you're driving down the road.
Yeah. Reed.
Even in the middle of the day when if it's raining, we won't see you in our mirrors. I'll run you off the road.
Okay. So Reed Tucker.
I feel like you need a qualifier that you.
Yeah, explain.
Oh, I drive dump truck. By the way.
What's your company name?
Daryl Tucker Trucking.
Yeah, cool. Stephanie?
I have no shoutouts.
No, but Stephanie Addison and myself, Johnathan Addison. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes for future endeavors. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Sausage.
Oliver's waiting for the end. Just
All right, we're done, Ollie. You can come down.
Wait, why
That was
did
the
my
sausage.
why did my dino blanket covered with the
That way they won't. People outside can't see what we're doing.
sausage?
Sausage.
The moment when you said that, I'm like sausage, sausage.
What is
What's
today's
it
date?
doing?
The 15th?
So I have a couple more subjects for the future.
Sausage.
It could be like inside jokes.
I think something I'd like to do
Sausage
would
with
be to
nitro.
just throw in a topic. Yeah, and then I'll diversify it a little bit.
A suggested name for the podcast, which I like to add my vote to, was Ooh Choppa Chopper.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ooh, chopper chopper. Ooh, chopper chopper.
Ooh Choppa Choppa.
Sausage.
Throw my out there with like a very safe generic, like a Portlandia family.
Yeah.
To show that we're mildly racist in our humor. But it's okay because we have an Asian guy.
I'm the shield.
Hell yeah, brother.
Ollie,
What?
it's not even remotely comfortable to hear.
Why did you say that?
So where we're going for dinner?
Yeah, I totally. That's exactly what I was just I was like,
Mediterranean.
I feel like we decided this, but now I can't remember.
Alright, we're going to the Euro house.
Yeah, but that puts you back into Hillsborough. Are you even going to be inclined to come back out and play
We can do pack
Smash
out.
Brothers?
Yeah, we could just do that guy.
But he doesn't need Pac-Man.
That's fine. I can go to Taco Bell or like. I'm
We
not.
could also just call 7-Eleven and have them make us like
I don't want 7-Eleven tacos.
50 tacos.
I'm not doing that. It's only on Tuesdays when you can get like $6 for $1. Even then, like their tacos are very much just like you eat like 4 of them, like I'm done. Like that was.
Brittany and I did that. We had like a girls' day. It was just like didn't really want like a food, like, a meal.
Is that the day that I brought you guys Thai food?
It is, yeah. Because you were like, what have you had to eat today? And we're like, brownies and mini tacos and lots of wine. It's like So yeah, then you just came home. You were like working or something, and it was just like a day we took off to just hang out.
Came home. I was like,
Came home, we were like, you need to eat this.
I don't want to spend $15 for their bowl of pork noodles. My budget was up to $10. I guess it was up to $15, but that was for a burger, not Pac Thai.
We all
I
could
could
do
do
5-star.
I'd have to go get cash. I guess we just go to Fred Meyer's and just like
Yeah.
buy a drink and just get cash back.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We can hit the ATM there.
I got $5 in the garage sale.
I actually have a 20 in my wallet from Dan paying me back for
Oh,
secret.
cool. So we have $25. That doesn't cover all of us.
No.
So,
I did have cash, but
But we can go to Freddy's and get beverages and then
I like beverages. I'm pretty drunk.
I can drive just fine.
I'm pretty warm.
I'm not drunk. I just my forehead's light.
That's really
your
good.
forehead's like, try standing up and then stand back down.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Well, I know you
that's-
can,
Yeah.
but that'll
It gives you a good gauge check.
exactly.
No, I can tell where I'm at. We are about 40% encoded. God, I have to cut that section out. It bugs me. Oh, it's not in the video. Let's turn the video off.
Oh, I was making eye contact with your face with